Yo, what's up, everyone? Today's throw is none other than the No Jive 3-in-1 yo-yos from Kuhn Custom Yo-Yos. And I know you're sitting there going, Oi, Tim, what's with the old yo-yo, mate? And I'll tell you, it's the fourth best time of the year. It's fixed axle February, and this, the 3-in-1, is the undisputed king of fixed axle February, and it's been the king since '77. Granted, everything was fixed axle, for the majority of that time, but still, this guy brought in a bunch of modern improvements to the, yo-yos in general, really. So, first up, we got the ability to throw it across the screen. You also have the ability to take apart a yo-yo, which is pretty standard these days. Before that, they were all fixed axle. Either glued together, or you have the solid the metal axle and like the Duncan plastic yo-yos where they're kind of they got splines on there and they press in. They also ushered in replaceable wooden axles, which we now have, most yo-yos have bearings in it, but even still back then we did not have, just the ability to replace an axle. So if you were using a old wooden Duncan yo-yo, or well, any company really, the axle wore out, or if it was got too rough trying to get you would, if you got a knot, since you couldn't take it apart, you had to kind of pick at it with something so you could cut up the axle and basically ruin the yo-yo in general. So now we can take it apart, get to knots, take it apart, and you could replace this guy if it got worn, if it got damaged. If you threw too hard and burned it, you could take it apart, which also means you got it 3-in-1. So that means you can, assemble it how you like in imperial shape. You could do it in butterfly shape. This is my well-worn 20-plus-year-old 3-in-1 from when I was a kid. Or you could do it as what they call the pagoda shape, piggyback shape, I've seen it called. So that's the third shape. So depending on whether you want, how you want to roll, you can do it. I don't think I have used piggyback shape much, but just thinking about it, it would come in nice and handy for fixed axle tricks. You got the high wall to keep your kick flips and everything straight. You also have a wider gap so you could catch the string if you needed it. So like I said, these guys came out in '77. They recently went out of production, so I'd say they had a 40-plus year run. So you can always find them, on the secondary market. They, besides these, obviously they did painted ones. They also have different laser engravings, some advertising different companies, some advertising different players. Eh, whatever floats your boat. And but you want to make sure, because of the laser engraving, that you pick the shape that you want if you like it. The majority of them were made out of maple, but they did do some walnut ones. They also did them with diamonds inside. So you can take your pick. Diamond ones were, I guess, based off the diamond yo-yos from Duncan, the jeweled ones from Duncan that you get for winning contests. So that's what the basis of these were from. I guess going back in history, Pedro Flores started that whole thing. So as far as width, you're looking at 33 millimeters, which was pretty much the standard width. I mean, this is a Renegade, so pretty much same width that we had up until the freehand came out. So this is it compared to a freehand. So as you can see, when the freehand came out, it was much wider than anything else on the market at the time. Standard yo-yo diameter, 55, 56 millimeters. I think what, 55.6. So there we go. The whole 2¼ inch diameter. So yeah, that's it. Fix Axle February's on. It's sponsored by Yoyoexpert. You got the Yo-Yo Boomers Club. It has challenges. on the Yoyoexpert forums. I'll link to the video in the description. I'll link to the forum thread so you can join in and find yourself a 3-in-1 or any fixed axle yo-yo. Like I said, this is Undisputed King, so probably the best choice, but there's plenty of other great choices out there and always new fixed axle yo-yos. Well, not always new, but people are still tweaking the formula and coming up with new stuff. So you can check that out. Also, it's fixed axle February, which means next month, modern responsive March. So hit up Beyond Yo-Yos over here. Get yourself a freehand one. Get ready for modern responsive March. The Severance boys got their new yo-yos on there, so go get you some. So yeah, but yeah, 3-in-1, awesome yo-yo. So definitely worth finding one and enjoying some classic fixed axle goodness. Get low and slow, practice those kendama squats, and join in the fixed axle challenge on Yoyoexpert. And have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.